Hey guys, I hope you're all doing good, and today I'm going to be talking about baby names that we are not going to be using for our twins who are due in October. And these names are names that we've liked for a while, some of them when we were choosing Theodore's name, and some of them are new that we contemplated but didn't have our hearts settle on them yet. We have chosen different names, but if we have a boy and a girl, first and middle names for those two, and if we have a girl and a girl, we have first and middle names for those. And if it's a boy and boy, we have first names and one middle name, and we still need to decide on another middle name. So we're pretty close to deciding on names, so I thought it was safe to reveal the list. I have 12 boy names and 12 girls names. So I'll start with the boys. So the first one is Vince. So I thought Vince is super cute. It could be short for Vincent. Little Vinny, like, I just think that it would be so cute. I'm pretty sure Shane didn't like this name. I don't know why he didn't like this name. I said it and he was like, no, I don't like that name. Okay, his name is Lance. Lance is super cute. I just envision Lance being one of those names where they can choose their identity. Like, some names are like really muscular and then they turn out to be really academic and intellectual and not so much broad and athletic, and you're just like, your name doesn't really fit you. That was why we picked Theodore, because if he ends up loving sports, it's like Theo. Like, we call him Theo, but it's like, you know, Theo, and then it's like a tough name. Like, that's just our thoughts on it. And then also, if he decides that he's more into sciences, maths, and all that stuff, like, Theodore is also an intellectual name. So we kind of wanted him to choose his own identity like that, where his name can meld towards what he wants to be. Lance is one of those names that I think was the same way. I really liked that name, but Shane, for whatever reason, he did not like it. Most of these are like that. Most of these are my picks, and he just was like, no. The third one is again my pick, and I just love it so much. But he does not. Finnick for a boy is just like so cute. It's from Catching Fire Hunger Games series. I really loved that character, and I just love that name. And also I really love how his nickname would be Finn, just like little Finn, like, so cute. The next one is Otis. So Otis is, I believe, Norse god name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Otis can be a Greek English name or a German name, and it means prosperity, fortune, or wealth. It's also the son of Otto in Greek, which means keen of hearing. So I really liked the meaning of this name, but I just feel like Otis, I just like didn't have my heart set on it. Like, you know, when you come across a name and you're like, wow, I really like that one. Like, I like it, it's a nice name, but I just don't think that it's suitable for like our family at this time. It's a very cute name, like, love it. Another name for a boy that I really liked was Beckham, but a lot of people have named their children that I know Beckham, so we opted out of that just because I think Shane liked it. I'm not too sure on that, but I really like unique names that not a lot of people around me have. Like I said in my intro video, Theodore was like that until we named him, and then all of a sudden I noticed that a lot of people around me named their kid Theodore. Whatever. The sixth name for a boy that I really liked, and this one was like my top ones, Thatcher. So I know a lot of YouTubers also liked this name, but I just like loved it. Thatcher I really liked because it also a TH sound, so it'd be like Theodore and Thatcher, but Shane didn't like it, so it's not on our list. The seventh name is Dominic. So I really liked this one. One, I love Fast and Furious movies, and I love Dom as a nickname. Dominic means Lord or of the Master, so that's kind of funny. I didn't fall in love with the meaning, and that's not the reason why I love it, but also meanings do help once we look them up. But I love Dom. I feel like Dominic again, it's like Theo and Theodore. They can choose who they want to be and their name will suit them. So the next one, I had my eye on when Theo was in the womb, but my friend had her baby before me, and she told me the name that she was naming her son, and that name is Rowan, and I thought it was the cutest name, but obviously I couldn't name Theo Rowan. I didn't come up with it, and that feels weird using it after they tell me, but I always thought it was super cute. Rowan is definitely on the list of names I'll never use, but that I love. Number 9 that I really loved was Kylo, and I know a couple YouTubers also liked this name too, and that's also why we're not using it. Kylo is just so cute. It's like little Kai. I just thought it was so cute and unique because I never heard it before. Number 10 is Quinn, for a boy and a girl. I just think it's really unique and not a lot of people use it for a boy. So I just really liked it. Shane did not like it at all. Number 11 for boys' names is Everest. So Everest is top of my list, but again, Shane did not like that choice. I tried to get him to use it for a middle name when we were thinking about names for Theodore, but it just didn't go with his name. Because if you know me, I have to match syllables, so the syllables have to make sense, and our last name is a bit longer. It's 2-syllable word, Theodore, and then Gray is his middle name, so it's just 1 syllable, so the middle name had to be 1 syllable, and obviously Everest is 2 syllables, so I couldn't justify it. Like, it did not work. OCD in my brain was like, no. The last one I really loved too, Zeppelin. I thought that Zeppelin so cute for like a little boy, like little Zepp or whatever you want to call him. I decided not to put that on the list of keeps. For the 12 girl names that I have, this one kind of goes with the third boy's name that I said, but number 1, Finley. So Finley is super cute for a little girl, and also the nickname Finn, again for a boy and a girl, is just like so good, and I pressed it so much with Shane. I was like, Finley, Finnick, whatever, I want Finn, and we would spell it with a Y, like a Finn with a Y, like, oh, it's so cute. He was like, no. And I even tried for the middle name too, being Finn. But another one that I really liked, and I saw it on a show, really loved it. Like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, that is the most adorable name ever, and that is Opal. So Opal is just like so cute. It's such a cute name for a little girl, like little Opal. So number 3 is really adorable. It's also beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful name, and I wish we could use it. We decided not to. Really wanted to use it, but it just didn't go with, again, syllables and the middle names that we chose. Cyrilla. So her nickname would be Suri, and her full name is Cyrilla. And I don't know if you guys play video games at all, but Shane definitely does. And The Witcher is, if you do, play The Witcher because it's very fun to watch. I don't play video games, but I like watching Shane's video games sometimes. So The Witcher is the only one that I'll watch multiple times. Anyways, so we actually thought it was a beautiful name from The Witcher. However, you know, like Suri on your phone, like hey Suri kind of thing. I didn't want people making fun of her. I want to minimize that. One reason why I chose to put it on our no's list, and then also the middle names and the syllables not working because I couldn't change those names. They were already set. The next name is Reagan. This name came out because Shane, when we first started dating, he bought me, well, I bought him like a little like stuffed penguin for his car. I think his name was Oscar. So then Shane really liked that gift, and he got me a stuffed animal, and it's a little pink and purple kitten, and in the tag it says like their names, and his was Oscar and mine was Reagan. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the cutest name. Like, if we ever have a girl, this should be her name. I tried to again match up the middle names, but in the end, like when we were pregnant with Theo, it didn't really, your intuition kind of speaks to you on what name is the best, and with Reagan it didn't pop up. And again with these twins, the name just doesn't feel quite right for our family. Moving on to the next name, Freya. So Freya is so beautiful. I don't know where I got it from. I think I got it from one of those websites, and I was like, I really like that name. In Norse mythology, Freya was the goddess of fertility and the most beautiful. And the origin is Scandinavian, so we really thought that was really cool. Just the origin of it, the Norse mythology meaning to it is really cool. So I really liked Freya. The next one I really loved, and I still really love it. Shane doesn't like it, so it's not on our list anymore. The next one is Oakley. I love Oakley. It's just such a unique name to me for a little girl. It means strong as oak tree and is Old English in origin. That is really cool, but syllables didn't match up for the middle names, and Shane didn't like this name right off the bat, and he never warmed up to it, so unfortunately we can't use this name, but feel free to take this name to use for your little girl because it is the cutest. The next girl's name that I have on my list was Margot. So I love Margot. It's just so cool. It's such a cool name. I loved it since watching the famous actress like Margot Robbie. Like I love her name. It's just so unique. It means pearl in French origin when you spell it without a T. I really liked that one, but Shane didn't like it. So the next one on the list, we both really loved, Fallon. I really loved this name. Watched a show where her name was Fallon, but she spelt it differently. We really liked her name, and I told Shane a while ago, and he took it and put it in his book that he wrote. So now I don't want our daughter's name, if we have a daughter, to be associated with his book, because that is a different character and she's gonna have her own identity, and I don't want that. So I told him no. And I was quite upset that he stole my name. The next name on the list is Capri. So Capri is a very pretty name. I love that name. And if I just look up the origin, it means Italian islands and is Italian in origin, so Capri. I really like it because Shane and I are both kind of Capricorns, and it's kind of close in the beginning of the word, and I just thought it was kind of cool that we would like name her after us in a way. I don't know. But Shane does not like Capri for a girl's name. The next one on the list, again, I said before, Quinn. I really love Quinn for boy or girl, but after watching, there's like superhero movies like Harley Quinn, like I didn't want her to get made fun of because of that, so I decided not to. The next one on the list I really like too, but it just didn't play out in the cards, is Talia. Talia was a character off of the Percy Jackson teen books that I read when I was like a kid, and I loved that name. Talia. It means gentle dew from the heavens by the water. So from the heavens by the water. It was really pretty. I don't know, I just really love Talia. I don't think Shane and I agreed on that name. And then the next one, my cousin actually named her new baby this. A different spelling, but I do love this name. Charlie. I have this rule that I cannot name my children after anyone that I know or their children. I can't do that. It's just like a rule of mine. I'm not gonna have two of someone in the same family. Shane's family is like that. Him and his dad have the same name, and it gets really confusing of like who you're talking to. You're almost like, you, talking to you. Like, I don't like it. For watching this video, thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button to be notified on the next coming video, and I appreciate you. Thank you for all of your support.